The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, Haywood! Here we go.
On first down, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Yellow, yellow.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Room here to run. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Jets 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
We go, son. 53, Mike.
Hey, watch the slant.
Check 4. Watch the edge. The red 80.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. The guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Strip that ball. Hey,
Darnold from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This is Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Bell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's just feel it at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards old. Told us he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Yellow, yellow. There's a line, right? You must be getting tired.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold, and that's incomplete. He was going again for a new one, and it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Young lady, let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, Alpha! Mike, 56. What's that?
Darnold now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run with Bell on first down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
56. Check 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Darnold from the red zone now. Throw complete to Herndon. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Bell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second down and goal. Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Chiefs 34, Jets 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now it's Crowder. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
53, check 53. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Darnold. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Back to throw, Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Darnold. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game. and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike 57. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
On 2nd down, Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's see what you got.
Darnold now to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. On first down, Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, lady.
Now Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.